Well, secular fam. Last night's board meeting in Peoria Unified School District was interesting. I mean, terrible because all of the policies that they are pushing through are really mimicking what's happening at the national level, and none of it is good. But the interesting part is that one of the most die-hard followers of this evangelical extremist board showed up last night to point out the hypocrisy and ask some critical questions. That means that those of us who are showing up, we're creating change in that district. So that means that we need to keep the pressure up. Take a look.
Good evening, President Rooks, Board, Dr. Summers, and Cabinet, and guests, of course, and those online. On January the 9th, 2025, you all had a retreat, and at that time, Dr. Summers made a very profound statement that has resonated with me ever since. He made the comment that how we operate, what we do in this room, we set the tone in this room of what it looks like across our entire system. Here, how we operate is important for what we are trying to accomplish. Nevermore have better words been said. With that being said, though, I would like to go back to another meeting, actually 2 or 3 that you had on staff travel. With the Cactus Group, when they wanted to petition to go on to a conference, I remember, first of all, let me preface it by saying Mrs. Todd and I used to vet all those conferences that when we saw staff travel on the agenda. And we would often speak on some of those items that we had concerns about. But since then, there has been some wonderful revision by our wonderful chief academic administrator over there, Dr. Hernandez, who scrutinizes everything. Believe you me, I don't think there's anything that gets past her. And if there is something in there, like she said, they have to justify it and get it through her. So what happened, though, with the cactus, I'm not sure why it came back on the agenda the second time, but it did. It passed the first time. But what I feel like I'm losing trust in some of you on the board, because you not only want blood, which they have to give Dr. Hernandez in some ways, and giving blood at the office is not always a bad thing, but you want their souls. You grilled the 2 representatives, the principal and one of her staff members here from Cactus on there. They gave you everything they wanted. They filled out all the forms, and it passed. Why it came back the second time, I'm not sure. But then when the one from Lake Pleasant came up, the administrator was right here. He sat right next to me in this room. Not once did you all even call him up and ask him and question him. And yet you grilled and grilled and grilled the others. And Mr. Nettle, who did a wonderful job on the presentation for Cactus, was great. And it finally got through. But I don't know why you didn't call the administrator up and let him give his presentation on his travel request. If it hadn't been for the intervention of our superintendent, I'm pretty sure that would not have passed. So I'm tired of hearing the same thing from some of you. Well, this is our name on the line.
Your time is up. Thank you.
You will hear from me again, because I'm not